And welcome to another episode of Rell and Good with standout two-time Big Ten champion Richard Rellford here in the Crawford Podcasting Network. All Rell and Good. All is Rell and well is good with the Michigan Wolverine basketball team. Wow, Rich. I
Woo.
mean, I haven't been this excited since 2018 NCAA tournament run. You know what I mean? With
Yeah,
Duncan
listen.
Robinson and
Yes,
everyone hitting shots
yes.
like the right. Yeah,
Listen, I'm excited, Tom, because going to the first game, the Oakland game was good, but we've watched them play several games since then, and
yeah.
I'm impressed, and I'm willing to say it's one of the best teams they've ever had at Michigan
Well, I think so
because
too. Yeah, and you get your size. You know, your app. You want big. You want a big
I like
front.
size.
We've been doing this podcast for 5 years. I think it was COVID year or somewhere around then. And
Yes,
all I hear from you is, man, you can't teach size. You want you want a 7-footer in the middle.
that's right.
And you want, you like Morez Johnson. You want these big muscular guys up playing the four and the stretch four, everything. You want it all, and you got it
Because
right now.
we got all of it, and like I tell you, I think about the team he's gotten together. And
Mm-hmm.
at every position, from the point guard to the five,
Mm-hmm.
he has backups for those
Yeah.
guys.
Yep.
And that's what that we can go 8 deep. We go 8 deep.
Go actually.
And
Yeah. Maybe even. Nine. Nine. Maybe. I mean, not. I mean, 8 is solid all the time. You're right
right,
about that. But man, they are so good. And I'll tell you what. Yaxel Lindenborg. He is an all-around player. Now, all around, he can dribble, he can board, he can score from the perimeter, he can drive, he can reverse pivot, he can do it all, man. This guy is amazing, Rich.
Axel is one of the
Yeah,
best players in the country. I've been
yeah,
telling everybody, I promise you, we get to the final four, Axel will be a lottery pick.
yeah. He had
I'm
11
telling you.
boards. He had 11 boards. Yaxel Lindenborg did. He had 20 points. I mean, this team had we were griping about turnovers last year, and then the couple games, the two struggle games this year,
With
which
bad turnover games.
were turnover, including the 22 turnovers that I don't know how they beat TCU on the road, 22
Me
turnovers,
neither.
but they did.
Me neither. That's
Uh,
why I said we were gonna be really good when
and
we
your
beat
point
TCU.
guard was 4 of 22 or what? I mean, it was, or there were 4 of 22 from the three rather. Um, Dusty treated those games like losses. That's
Yes.
how they approach evaluating those games,
Yes.
fixing things from that, cleaning things up, as they say, from those games. They looked at them as disappointing losses. And then all of a sudden, 3 games in Vegas at that tournament down there at Mandalay Bay and MGM. So, total of 110 points, a 40-point win, a 30-point win, and a 40-point win over San Diego State, Auburn, and Gonzaga,
And
respectively.
Gonzaga.
That is insane. I in my wildest dreams did I ever envision those kind of decisive wins.
Well, I figured we would win, but I got to be honest. I never thought we'd beat Gonzaga by 40. It was the coach from Gonzaga. They said it was his worst loss
Oh
as a
yeah,
coach in
yeah,
history.
yeah.
That says something about your team. If you give a coach like him, who's a really good coach, I think Gonzaga has one of the best coaches.
Oh yeah,
You give him his worst loss in his coaching career. That says something.
yeah. Mark Hughes, really, really good coach. He's been there forever. It's
Yes,
the worst loss for Gonzaga as a school since
yes.
1991.
Isn't that
So
something?
all of a sudden they jump up, ranked 2 and 3 in 2 and 1 poll. I said the coaches poll and 3 in the AP. And it doesn't matter what they're ranked. I mean, they just win games and
Yes.
they got important. They go into Big Ten play. They got Rutgers. Rutgers lost to Purdue last night,
I saw that.
81-65. And then they have Villanova on Tuesday. Not a vintage Villanova team, but still Villanova's Villanova, right?
Right. You
But
can't sleep on him.
here's what worries me, Rich, and I want to address this with you. They're going to go 10 days without playing a game. Now,
Mhm.
Dusty said in the Monday presser that they had the best practice of the year on Sunday. So
Okay.
that's a good sign. That's a good
Yes.
sign. Real high
Yes.
energy. I mean, that's a good sign that they're. I always worry about rust. That when you had gaps of time around exam time, when you were playing for the Wolverines, did you ever experience rust and not playing a game? And was it difficult to get back in the groove?
Well, it's not difficult, but you're going to experience some. That's why I was going to say to you, if we have a few more turnovers than normal, I would get it
Yeah,
because you do get that rust. And what happens is you get tired of playing against each other,
yeah, yeah.
So that's going to be the part that's going to pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be ready, but we may have a few more turnovers than we normally do in the last, few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you get a little rust. It's tough not playing games on every day, every week.
Well, yeah,
And but
yeah,
you want the break. You need the break.
yeah, yeah. Yaxel at the presser after the Middle Tennessee State game, he told us he was really looking forward to this Vegas trip because 3 games in a row, no practice,
That's what
no
that's what they
practice.
love, right?
They love it.
Yes, plus
That's like
listen,
NBA. Just play the games
just
virtually.
play the game because you practice already. You practice every day.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
practice, all summer.
Mm-hmm.
We want that NBA feel, just like you said,
Yeah.
because we would rather play games than
Mm-hmm.
practice,
Oh
even
yeah.
though we know you need practice to prepare for the games.
Yeah.
But after a while, you've been playing. So listen, we should get tired of playing each other, and
Yeah.
because it gets so competitive, and then players start getting real physical, and that's when
Yeah.
coach has to cut it back
Yeah.
because now everybody's talking smack on the team.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
players, from the
Yeah.
first player to the last player, everybody's talking trash. And so,
Oh yeah.
after a
Yeah.
while, you got to break it up, and you got to play teams. That's why I don't mind when we play teams like Oakland because we're trying to get ready. They're trying to see where they are, even though they know they're not going to beat you.
Uh-huh.
Uh, it's tough. It's like, for an example, one of my friend's daughter plays for Oakland for the women,
Okay.
and they play Michigan the 21st or something in December.
Mm-hmm.
And he told her, he played at Marquette. He told
Okay.
her, you guys go there to play hard. You're not gonna win,
Mm-hmm.
but go play hard. And I said to him, but you never know. They may go there and they may beat our girls. He
Yeah.
said, Rich, no, they're not, because they don't have that mindset. And see, that's one thing you have to have. You have to have the
Mindset.
mindset that I can win. Don't go in saying, we done lost, because you lost already.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Well,
go
I mean,
in thinking,
Michigan's women really good. I mean, Michigan. I mean, they're ranked at the top. I mean, this is crazy how good everybody is.
yes, yes,
Football team, we're not even going to talk about that right now, but they'll have better days to talk about that, losing to Ohio State. But my point is, number one in hockey, or like 2 and 3 in men's basketball, and
basketball, yes.
top 10 in women's. I'm not sure what it is. They're just everybody's clicking on all cylinders. But I want to talk about clicking on all cylinders.
Mhm.
A guy that I'm surprised is doing this. I mean, I saw him play in high school. He's Trey McKinney out of Orchard Lake St. Mary. He had 17 points, Rich, in 21 minutes of play against Gonzaga. Aren't you surprised at how well has adapted to this next
No,
level?
no,
You're not.
no.
Okay.
He's McDonald's All American, Tom.
That's true, Bob. And a player of the year, and yeah, he was McDonald's All American,
And he's
just
from
like you
Flint.
were. Yep. And yeah, he's from Flint. He played at Orchard Lake, and that's where the kids play in different. They go to another school in another town. I mean, and it's insane right now what's going on. But I thought he played well, and then Adai Mara, the kid from UCLA, man, when he is can't teach size. He had 13 points, bunch of boards, but man, does he alter shots with that 7'3" frame of his.
I told you, we talk about it all the time. He may not block your shot, but I
Hmm.
promise you, you're gonna shoot a higher floater than you normally do. And a
Yeah,
lot of times that ain't going in because you're shooting over
right.
a 7'3" guy.
Yeah,
And Moore can run and he can shoot. And
yeah,
so I think he's the difference for me. Axel is going to be Axel,
yeah,
but Moore is the guy who's going to change the game on the defensive end
yeah,
because you're not going to be able to just come in there. In the last 3 minutes, if I got Moore in the game, I'm okay.
yeah,
I'm okay.
yeah. Maurice Johnson, the transfer from Illinois. He
Yes, it's
also
tough.
had double digits. Man, his shoulders are so broad.
Ooh, man, I don't know
Five,
how he got out there.
yeah, 5 of 6 from the field. He had a bunch of boards as well. Didn't make many mistakes. And then Namari Burnett. Namari is a glue guy,
Yes,
as
he
is
is.
Will Tedder. Will Tedder is a role kind of guy, lower
Yes,
minutes kind of guy, but a glue guy. And Will was 2 or 3. He had a 3. Man, man, I love this
we're
team right
tough.
now. I'm gonna jinx it.
Nah.
I'll go down there. I'll go down to the game on our tip off. I think is around 4 o'clock, and they'll make a few turnovers, and we'll be, oh, here come the it's just the way. I knew it was too good to be true. I'm being a
But you know
fanboy
what?
here, but
I think Dusty has these guys in the right state of mind.
yeah.
I'm glad that Dusty treated those, even though we won those games, those preseason games, he treated them like losses.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that he did that because what happens is he takes the complacency away
Yeah.
because you have the tendency when you got a good team and you know you good, sometimes you get a little complacent.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if your coach is like Dusty, he's not going to let you get that way.
no, he keeps him ground. And I love his interview on TNT. I mean, it was a Michigan love in. You had C. Webb
Yes,
and
I
Jim
saw it.
Rosen on the panel, and everybody's just going crazy over Michigan. It's probably, or it was driving the Michigan haters insane
Yes,
because
it
it was
was.
just like I was like 2 hours of public relations all about Michigan basketball. But they got people's attention because going into that tournament, there was a lot of naysayers because of those back-to-back kind of mistake-filled performances.
Yes,
Wake
yes,
over that Little Caesars Arena, and then down at TCU in Fort Worth, they won the games, but it's like these are not bad teams, but they're not good teams that they beat,
right, right.
and they were struggling. So so we're still in a 7-game sample size. I don't want to get carried away too much, but I like their schedule moving forward. After Rutgers, they play Villanova on Tuesday, and then with exams and all that coming up, they go to Maryland after or later after the following week. They go to Maryland, and then I think that's it, or I can't remember this. Yeah, they go to Maryland after that, and then they have McNeese State and LaSalle at home winnable games. USC though, I think you're going to be attending that game
Yes, I'll be
in
at that game because one of the
yeah,
kids from Toledo is playing
yeah. So you're going
Eastern.
to that game. We'll see each other at the game. January 2nd. I
Yes,
watched USC beat Oregon last night, and they look good. They got a
they did.
guard who's really, really good. I can't think of his name, but he was really impressive. And
It wasn't Jerry Easton, was it?
I can't remember. I'll have to look.
Jerry's the point guard, so I don't think it was Easton. I think it's the other shooting guard. I think that's what it
Yeah,
was.
it was
Who
shooting
was
guard.
killing them?
And
Yeah,
it's like, and then I think back, God, I hope Elliot Cadeau has a good game to offset that. It's
I think
like,
he will.
yeah,
I think he has more experience than the point guard from USC.
you know,
I think Cadeau. I'm gonna tell you, I am impressed with our point guard.
Yaxel can almost be a point forward where
Yes,
he
yes.
can take it in transition. But I don't want to forget this. At the presser, Dusty was talking about at that practice that they said was a good practice. What they worked on was transition defense.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And which is so vital because I'll never forget the 2018 team that went to the championship game, lost to a really good Villanova team.
Hmm.
And one of their strengths that entire year had been actually a weakness before was transition defense.
Yes,
And what John Beilein did was, and this guy goes on as one of my favorite Michigan players, Isaiah Livers,
I love
was like
Livers.
the quarterback of the transition defense. He was like an orchestra leader, making sure everybody was
Yes, he
supposed to.
was. Yes,
And,
Isaiah
and
was one of my favorites.
you know what they did, Rich? I think the reason they emphasized that was for those Michigan State games because
Yes,
Michigan State was real. I mean, Michigan State pushes the ball off the made basket, so it's just not like rebound and go. It was made basket and go. I mean, it's go 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 all the time.
Yes.
And so, you have to have good transition defense. And I'm glad this team that was being emphasized because I see some vulnerabilities in transition D on this team, especially when
Me
they play
too.
State.
Me
Coming up,
too.
coming up.
Yes. No, I see it sometime. Now you know I'm a big Izzo guy. I love Izzo. I
Yeah,
watched them
yeah,
play the other night.
yeah.
They have a really good team as well.
Really, they're a complete
And
team this early in the season. It was
they run the floor. They run the floor.
they're on the floor, and they got
And
Colin
so,
Carr who can humiliate you with his spear dunks.
oh well, I saw the dunks, man. The dunks were crazy. You know, Tom, we gotta get Izzo. We gotta get Izzo on because Izzo is
Well,
one of my
we'll
favorite
do
people.
that. We'll do that. It might be towards the end of the year or
Yeah,
what.
that's fine. But
Yeah.
Izzo, I'm never gonna forget what he said to me every time he talks to me. You know, you should have came to Michigan State. And I tell you this all the time. But you didn't have Magic Johnson call me. You'd have had MJ call me, then it'd have been a little different program.
Seriously,
Yes.
that's a good point you bring up.
Yes.
Does that have impact if
Has
you had Urban calling?
tremendous impact. You know, just like this is like when I tell people this. When they talk about my young quarterback at Michigan and they
Mm-hmm.
talk about what he needs to do. You know what
Yeah,
I say, Tom?
yeah.
I say this. Don't we have the greatest quarterback ever to live that went
And
to
he was
Michigan?
there at the game. Oh
Right.
my God! I had a starstruck moment, Rich.
Oh yeah, we had a bunch of them. There's a bunch of
Well,
those guys there.
this was crazy, but so up in the press box, um, we're tailgating, we go up in the press box. I got my food and everything. It's nice and warm up there, Got my food, and I went back to that refrigerator in the back where you have the waters, and so I grabbed the water, and all of a sudden these two guys are coming right down the hall, walking past me. It was Tom Brady and Derek Jeter.
Two of my favorite guys.
I don't say. I mean, I fake stoic look like these guys. I go, holy shit!
Yes,
There's a lot
that's star
of
power.
dollar signs that are hanging out of
Yes,
those two pockets.
that's those are two stars right there. And I told people Jeter's been a Michigan fan since he's from Ipsy.
Oh yeah, yeah. And so to your point about Tom Brady, yeah, I mean, go help tutor this guy, Bryce Underwood. I mean, Michigan football, not to go over into that, but they need a quarterbacks coach to
Yes,
mentor this kid.
yes, because he's
Yes.
going to be a great quarterback. I keep telling everybody,
Well, he's
give
got
him
the
some
raw
time.
ability, but
Right.
yeah. So, yeah, transition defense, I think, is super, super important for this team because
It is.
there's going to be teams that do that. Michigan State is one. I mean, you're me playing Michigan State
Yes.
January 30th in Breslin, and then the return match, the last regular season game of the year. And though that could be for the Big Ten title.
It could be for the Big Ten title.
Purdue, I watched Purdue last night, and
Me too.
they've been together for so freaking long. Braden Smith and Fletcher.
Right.
I mean, they all know each other and what each other's doing.
Right.
But I don't think they have the athleticism that neither Michigan or that Michigan State both have. I don't
That's
think
that's what I think too. I think the same because I watch Purdue play, and
Mhm.
I already feel my point guard is better than theirs, and
Yeah.
so they always have a big guy like Edie. They had, and they have another
Yeah.
one, but I still don't think he's as athletic
the
as
big guy's really good. Yeah,
right. But he's not as athletic as Mar. I think Mar's better.
Lamar's
For us.
bigger. Yeah,
Right, he's bigger, and so I think we're going to match up well with them. But what's going to get them is Axel. Axel's going to get them because his mindset is different.
Yeah.
He's not trying to be just one of the players. He's trying to be the best player on the floor every time he plays.
Well, I said that I didn't come here to be a role player. I came
Right.
to be, and so you're going to see Axel get a lot of attention, and it'll lead up to the NBA draft next year.
Yes.
I mean, he could be number one. He could be a first-round pick.
I'm telling you, Tom, he's going to be a lottery. If we get to the Final Four this year, I promise you this kid will be a lottery pick.
Yeah, because that's when you really get a lot of attention.
Exactly, during tournament time.
So last question, how did you deal with, I mean, because Michigan is having a start right now. They're as hot right now as your junior year when you went on that, you lost a couple of Big Ten games early, 1 and 2. Then you went on this huge run all the way through the regular season.
14 in a row.
Yeah, 14 in a row. Okay. How did you avoid complacency when you kept winning all those in a row?
we always kept saying, let's be better than we were last week.
Yeah.
If you're better than you were last week, and plus we were we were fighting the ghost of Michigan basketball, the teams that were before us that would have great records.
Mhm.
And the one thing that we always thought about was Kazi's teams.
Yeah.
That's what kept us going.
Three
Because
Big Ten
everybody
titles.
kept saying 3 titles in a row. And
Yeah.
so we kept saying, listen, we can get 2 in a row. We're going to be next behind Kazi now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how we kept thinking. The wins were just wins. We wasn't really thinking about how many in a row. You know, we just, every game we played, we didn't think about how many we have in a row. We thought about, you got to win. Because if you don't win, then whatever streak you on stops.
Yeah.
And so we just kept thinking about winning. And listen, all our guys on our team, everybody had an ego. And every time we played somebody, you would always have guys from other teams talking smack to us because we talk smack. And
Did
they
you?
didn't realize, they didn't realize that motivated us. That's why we did it.
Okay. You talk smack.
Oh, we talk smack. Oh, please.
So what? Give me an example of what you would say to somebody who's guarding you.
I'm gonna tell you what we said in
Give me some little blips of smack talk in 1985 and 86.
when we got ready to play Indiana for the Big Ten title in Chrysler.
Yeah.
I walked up to Winston Morgan and
Yes.
I walked him and I said, "We gonna kick your ass."
You said
And
that.
listen, his eyeballs got this big because
Okay. When did you say that? At the center jump?
Oh no! When we go out to tap hands, when they call out the first 5, you go out and you shake everybody's hand from the other team.
Oh yeah.
And when I got there, he got me. And when he got me, I smacked his hand so hard, and I went up to him and I said, "We're gonna kick your ass." And his eyes were so big. Then I got back to the huddle, and everybody said, "Rich, what happened?" I said, "I told him we're gonna kick his ass." And everybody said, "Yeah, we are." And Roy, nobody talked right, but nobody talked more smack than Roy. Roy used to tell because Roy was quiet, so you wouldn't hear Roy talk smack. Just the player he was talking smack to. Nobody would hear him, but I could see how the guys that he was guarding, how they would react to him because they thought he was crazy.
Well, I mean, so you backed it up. I mean,
yeah, we backed it up.
I remember you when I was at that game.
Yeah, we backed it up.
80-52. I remember.
And I started it with a dunk.
You had that dunk off. I'm trying to think who rebound. I mean, I think Butch got the rebound.
Butch got the rebound. Gary pushed it up. I was already on the wing.
You're on the wing, and yeah, I still got that clip somewhere in my file.
Listen,
I got all this Michigan stuff. It's crazy.
Listen, man, but it was the most fun.
I have it somewhere in my files.
It was the most fun, though, Tom. Winning is the fun.
So Richard Rellford, Mr. Positive, Mr. was a smack talker.
Yes, I was. I got that from Riviera Beach, man. Everybody in my hometown talks smack. Every team you ever played talks smack. That's how it was. So and then my boys in Detroit, they always talk smack. Antoine talked a bunch of smack. Ask Scott Skiles, he'll tell you.
Okay, so when people talk smack to you, did your eyes get big? Did you ever get intimidated?
Nah, I just started laughing because really? I already felt like I was better. I did. In order for me to play, and we do over the scouting, I've always thought that I was better because I felt like my jumping was better than anybody's on the floor. Nobody jumped as high as I did. And so that was my advantage. And in basketball, you want an advantage. And my advantage was I jump high, and all you got to do is throw me the ball around the rim. That was it. And that's why I talked to me.
230 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, at 230.
Either. Yeah.
No, that didn't hurt. It was fun.
Oh, well, we have a breakthrough here that Richard Rellford is not this golden boy.
No, Tom, I'm not. I'm not. I got to tell you.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go, Rich. Great job. We'll see how the Wolverines do on Saturday and Tuesday. And then we got a guest probably coming on the next 3 weeks.
Sounds good.
This is going to be a fun year.
Tom, I know it's going to be fun when I listen to you and how excited you are about this.
Yes.
That's what gets me going. It gets me going. All right, my man.
Have a good one. Be safe.
You too, Chief. You too.